when you talk about sustainability, there's the reduce, reuse, recycle. Everyone has probably heard those keywords. And hardware asset management can really help you save a ton of money by doing that. So, when you talk about reduction, I've seen use cases where customers, they wanted a workstation at their desk, but then they wanted a laptop so they could travel, or they may want a tablet so they could go to meetings. And that's really, not being good stewards of your company's budget. And you can study those use cases and say, okay, it's a corporate policy. You get one computing device, and we'll make sure it meets your needs. So if it's an executive that travels a lot, let's get you a tablet that docks so that you can then dock it at your workstation. And not only are you reducing spend then across hardware, you're also significantly reducing spend across software, because now you're not licensing 3 different devices for one person, you're licensing a single device. When an employee leaves, reclaiming the hardware, the software that they have so that it can then be redeployed or reused. You can make sure that your hardware stays in use throughout its life cycle rather than sitting in someone's desk or in someone's overhead until it's really out of its usable life. And you do that by managing an offboarding program so that you can get that back, you can reuse it, you can redeploy it. And then, of course, recycling is huge. It's really one of the big drivers, I think, today around sustainability. And it's, internally, you're reclaiming your hardware and you can say, okay, it's not great for day-to-day use, but I have this learning center that I can put this in and it's good for that. Or I have a loaner pool that I need to maintain. And some of that hardware can be great for that, but you also need to make sure that you're working with disposal vendors that you're trusted and that are certified, and that nothing is just ending up in a landfill and that your data is being properly disposed of. And so all of that is really big around sustainability and making sure that from the very beginning of the life cycle through the very end, that you're being good stewards and you're cognizant of what's happening with that hardware, with that software throughout its entire lifespan.